Whenua, a really interesting question. And we talk and have talked a lot about home care, where we get providers to come in and sort of help manage home care for us or the families.
Mm-hmm.
This one is around, this question is around, can I manage my own home care services? And exactly how would that work? What would it look like?
Yeah, absolutely. And important to kind of go there, because when you look at the fees and charges that you pay providers for your home care package, often a lot of the fees and charges gets hooked up in admin costs. So for people that are quite independent and able to manage things, it can be a bit of a frustrating space, because it's important to understand your aged care packet, your home care package must sit with an approved provider. It can't go to your bank account for you to manage at this point in time. So the money has to sit with a provider who manages it on your behalf. And then you say where you want your money to go, what you want, what services you want. So a couple of things to bear in mind around that. That is admin services. The government has made it recognise that this can be a bit of a black hole for where fees can sit in this world, and they have made it mandatory for all providers to publicly list what they charge by way of admin fees and services and what you can expect from that. And most providers will have a range of options around whether they will, completely do everything for you, so quite a high level of servicing in on the package, through to you doing most of the legwork and they just kind of manage the money. And there should be a range of price on that, as you would expect. But it's about exploring what different providers offer. There are some providers who have not as many, but there are a few that have sort of specialised in kind of just holding the package, but you do most of, you source your own worker, you arrange and that's probably about as independently as you can manage a package at this point in time. And there's not so many providers that offer that level of service either. And when you do have, when they are holding that package, you really are doing everything. Like you're organising your staff, you're, coordinating the services that are coming in and going out. Like you are really doing a lot of work to keep that package going. But there will still be some fee charged by that provider for holding that package in their space. So it's not an ideal system. And I guess the upshot of that is, yes, you can independently manage your package, but not 100%. You still require a provider. To be, really clear about this from Family Aged Care's point of view, we can help you choose providers, we can advocate on your behalf to providers, but we do not hold packages, we do not deliver care services. We line you up with the providers that we think will best meet your needs, and if they're not meeting your needs, have conversations around how we can improve that for you. Does that make sense, Shane?
Yeah, it does make sense. That's a good answer. So, it is possible to self-manage your own, your own care, if you like. Fair bit of care and attention needs to be taken into consideration to do that.
Yeah.
There can be some real savings to do that, but it's really important that you get that right.
I think it's really important that you, before you go down that path, that you really think about how much time and attention and resources that you have to manage that, because it isn't, 5 minutes once a week. It's almost a part-time job.
And I guess too, Whenua, when it comes to, we talked before in other videos about home care packages and wait times, and they can be fairly long wait times. There is probably a element or a component of people having to fend for themselves, if they like, for a period of time as well while they wait.
Yeah, absolutely. And that can certainly hone your skills on coordinating and managing packages. So really, for a lot of people, there is probably an interim plan that needs to be put in place. Sometimes providers are happy to work with you if they know that you've got a bigger package coming up, and they can kind of do some help make that an attractive option for you. Or you need to kind of pull together your own sort of sourcing of private services depending on what your resources are available.
Great. Good answer, Fenua. Thank you so much for that.